Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and today I will be talking something about expected and one of the most unfortunate thing that may happen to our planet. Yes, I'm talking about doomsday. What could be the reason behind it and how it can change the course of our life, especially human life and all the lives that are currently living on this planet because in the past it has happened. That's why I'm talking about it. What could be the ways? Yeah, we can lose our planet if a big asteroid hits hits it into the surface. It will certainly blow up, and tsunami and other environmental issues. We will lost our atmosphere. And then we may lose all the lives on the planet. So this could be a doomsday coming asteroid. That's why scientists are looking after that. They are always maneuvering all the asteroids that are coming towards Earth. But we don't have advanced technology until now to counteract big asteroids. All we have certain uh, certain facilities that they can send a spacecraft nearby asteroid to deflect its path with the help of gravity that can be created around the asteroid with the help of a spacecraft. But we don't have any machine until now which can create artificial gravity, and that is a matter of concern because if you want to deflect a big asteroid, you may need big amount of and big uh, proportion of gravity around that various asteroid to deflect its path. But gradually nudging the path, this can be a way which scientists have invented and they can believe, because we have only one option to deflect an asteroid is creating a gravity tractor, to send a spacecraft nearby it and then nudging and then creating a little bit of gravity around it so that it can change its course of path, or we can strike it with a spacecraft as well, so that the impact can create and can alter its path. But we don't have robust technology, we don't have robust method to counteract asteroid. In future we will be able to build that kind of technology, which can destroy an asteroid before hitting earth. That's why we should be ready, we should be always ready, and we should be capable of encountering these kind of things. And that's why I believe in Elon Musk, that he's always thinking about multi-planetary species. He's always thinking of himself that if he can create multi-planet human species, then it would be better for humans to protect their race, their existence, their foundation. This species can protect themselves, and that's why he's talking about terraforming the Mars. He's always talking how to make Mars a living place for human beings. That's why his belief is really, today many people don't support that because they believe that they should be making Earth better. Yeah, it is okay, but on the other hand, if he's thinking an advanced version of something better, why should not we believe in? If he can do that, or other technology that may be invented in the future that can impact and can give access to humanity to create multi-planet species, then we certainly should think about that. And secondary thing, that can bring doomsday to earth is happening any kind of pandemic, a spreading of deadly virus. That can also happen. That's why we should be ready, and we should be advanced in medical industry. If we are able to find anti anti certain kind of vaccines, which can protect us, from any kind of deadly virus. So that kind of vaccine or that kind of antidote, if we will be able to create, then it will be a great achievement for human being. And that's why invention of quantum computers can help us with that kind of thing, because it can simultaneously, in a parallel way, it can compute and can make certain medicines which we do nowadays with trials. Many kind of combinations, scientists have to look after in order to understand what kind of effect the molecules are creating. If it can be simulated in a computer, that then we can get it as soon as possible. It can happen after the invent of quantum computing. It can certainly help us to find that kind of combination, to find that kind of antidote, and that will certainly be facilitated in future. After 25 years or after 50 years, humankind will be able to develop that kind of medicine, that kind of antidote. That's why we should be ready with these kind of things. If that kind of doomsday may happen in our world, then we can counteract that. That's why we need a lot of things, because against nature we are still feeble. Humanity is still feeble. We haven't advanced enough so that we can conquer a planet, or we can conquer uh, you know any kind of planetary system, or solar system. That's why we are still in primitive stage. We are not an advanced civilization, because if we will lose our sun, then also it can be a doomsday for all the planet, in our solar system. And that's why if the sun will be vaporized, that day will be the end of all the planets in our solar system. you know because we know that whatever energy we get from it from sun. And that's why, because of the gravity of sun, we are revolving around the sun. And that's why we are still able to harness our life here on earth planet. So these are the things that can create here a kind of difficulties for a species to survive. And that's why we should be ready. If we can make artificial sun, then we can give ourselves much more energy. But it would be difficult to hold planetary system in the same place. But if we can devise such kind of thing in future, after 200 years or after 300 years, we can harness the power of a solar system or of a sun. Then we will certainly move forward. That's why we want to be some kind of a species which can advance in future quite effectively. But for that, we may have to augment our sensory organs. We may have to augment our capabilities. If humans can augment their capabilities with the help of plantable chips in their bodies or in their mind, if they can do such kind of thing, that will be really an advancement. And we are looking forward to future, because right now there is a BCI. We can implant a brain computer interface in our brain, and we can access computers. Right now it is in primitive stage, but after some time we will be able to do that. So it is not difficult to think of nano chips to be planted in our brain, or to be planted in our body, so that we can be more accessible to the technology. We can also access the technology as well. So for that kind of thing, and we have to envision such kind of thing, then only we will be able to develop. But I am still concerned that why some people are not coming overline, because over online. I was expecting that some people may should they should show themselves, because I was expecting that, and I came late today. For that, I'm sorry. But some people claim themselves, that they are the person who always come to protect humanity. But I didn't see them. But I'm expecting they would come sooner. Thank you for listening to me.